Shop Royal Bling, where everyone feels royal. You can find the latest in bling merchandise at royalblingshop.com. You will find Boss Lady, Man of War, I Am King, Closing Deals with Heels, Faith Over Fear, and all of your designer masks and much, much more. Make sure you go to royalblingshop.com. Shop Esther's Closet, LLC. One-of-a-kind kimonos, versatile styling, and easy to care for Christian-based online store. You can shop Esther's Closet, LLC, where you will find designs for the woman walking in her purpose. You can contact us at theblessedesther49@gmail.com. Shop Esther's Closet, LLC, for that woman walking in her purpose.
Hi, my name is Kay Reddy. I am the state broker at Fathom Realty, Michigan. As a professional, not only do I focus on selling homes, but I create an unforgettable experience for my clients. Have you considered selling your home? Here is why now is the perfect time to do so. The market is at an all-time high, and your home may be worth more than you believe. But it doesn't stop there. You may be an investor or considering purchasing a home. Give me a call today for your free home evaluation. I can handle all of your real estate needs.
Welcome to In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you.
Everybody, welcome to In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you. You know what time it is. It is Monday night, 8 p.m. Well, it's kind of like a little after 8, but it's okay. We still here. It's still in the 8 o'clock hour. And I am your host. You know who I am. Chantel Michelle. Can you put that across the screen? That's all I was trying to you know who I am. Bam, Chantel Michelle. All right, so we are excited about tonight's show. Listen, here in Michigan, it was raining today, and a lot of things occurred, and some people don't like the rain, but it's okay because God always has a ram in the bush. So we're so excited to have you here on tonight. And if you are viewing us on Facebook, which you can view us on Facebook at In the Know. And also, you can view us on YouTube at In the Know 313. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page because we want to build that page up as well, that particular channel up over there on YouTube. And then also Facebook. Many of you are watching us on Facebook tonight, and you want to tag, share, and invite. Shout out to the post engagers who are on, making sure you get all the information that you need. You can reach us on Facebook at Chantel Michelle and also In the Know Facebook page as well. And then how about you can also view us on our network website, www.thewon.tv. The1.tv, as you see there on the screen. Go ahead and find one of those channels or one of those platforms where you can actually view us, and you will see what we are doing tonight. Somebody type in tonight. I'm gonna need you to type in tonight, like 3 times. Tonight. Let's see who all is on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hey, Kat. Hey, Donnie. Hey, oh my goodness. Mark, we need to talk. Mark, wow, Mark. I've been thinking about you, sir. Thank you so much, Donnie. Thank you. Yes, type in tonight is the night. I like that. Welcome to the Empowerment Edition. Tonight we're going to be talking to some women that have really overcome some obstacles, and they're going, and they're thriving, and they are doing some great things in the earth. And so I'm just so excited to have them on with us tonight. And we have a few of them that will be on. We have one gentleman that will be on. As you know, we have the Gospel Truths, and that's what we will be going to next. Our segment, the Gospel Truth. But I need you to tag, share, and invite someone to tune in. The Gospel Truth is our hot topics, where we talk about things that's going on. So good, the bad, and the ugly. This is what's going on in the world, what may be going here right in our local city, here in the Detroit metropolitan area. There's some great things going on. We want to talk about one in particular, which is this place right here, the One TV, and what is going on with this particular network. We're going to talk to the owner today, and the president and CEO of the One TV, none other than Prophet Blaine. Now, after that, we'll have friendly advice. And you know, that segment is where I bring on a friend of the show, come on and talk about something that I need advice on, or you may need advice on. So tonight's topic for friendly advice is going to be, we're going to debunk the myth that women cannot work together, that it's always a cat fight or jealousy or competition. But we're going to debunk that tonight and know that that is not true, and we're not going to continue to make that a statement in our lives, but to understand that women can work together, especially women of God, We're going to debunk that on tonight. Then we have our guest tonight. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to have. You know, this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where we take the month of October, and it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well, but particularly breast cancer awareness. We want to recognize this woman of God who has been healed and overcome the breast cancer, and God healed her. We want to hear her story. It's a very powerful and inspiring story. So tune in. If you know anybody that's dealing with, maybe they're dealing with that breast cancer now, maybe they are a survivor, go ahead, tag them in this tonight, because we're going to be talking to her, Miss Sherry Travis Harden, on tonight. She's here with us as well. And then last but not least, oh my goodness, do you understand, in the city of Detroit next week, there is an election here in the city of Detroit. There is an election for the mayor, a mayoral election. And with that being said, one of my good friends, sisters in Christ, is running for mayor. I'm just so proud of her. Apostle, prophetess, Pastor Kiwana Brown, who is the people's mayor, will be with us tonight. She is Mayor-elect Kiwana Brown. That will be another title that she will be given. Listen, I want everyone to tag someone that lives in the city of Detroit. We're going to talk to her tonight in this journey, which I think is a brave, God-given journey. Listen, it reminds me of so many in the Bible that went up against giants, people like David, Moses that went against Pharaoh, David that went against Goliath. It seems like it's a big thing. You know, even the children of Israel, when they got to the sea, to the Red Sea, and they didn't know if it was going to part or not, they didn't know, and the enemy was behind them. But I just believe God is with this woman of God. We're going to talk to her tonight about this journey to being mayor of the city of Detroit. So tune in, stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Gospel Truth. Shop Esther's Closet, LLC. One-of-a-kind kimonos, versatile styling, and easy to care for Christian-based online store. You can shop Esther's Closet, LLC, where you will find designs for the woman walking in her purpose. You can contact us at theblessedesther49@gmail.com. Shop Esther's Closet, LLC, for that woman walking in her purpose.
You deserve to thrive in every way. When you feel your best physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can tackle life's challenges and explore more opportunities. Don't let fatigue, GI discomfort, unpleasant mood swings, and excess weight slow you down. The key to feeling healthy, happy, and confident each day lies inside your mighty microbiome. Science has revealed a powerful link between beneficial microbes in your GI tract and improved health. Gut flora impacts your digestive system, metabolism, sleep quality, mood, and even your weight.
Yes.
Your gut is also where 70% of immune cells live and where 90% of your serotonin is created. Evidence suggests that beneficial microbes support the body's immune response. Gut bacteria can even send signals to the brain through what's known as the gut-brain axis. These communications play a key role in helping you experience an improved mood and reduced feelings of stress. Simply put, a healthy gut means a healthy you. It's all about striking the right balance. Food.
Hey everybody, welcome back to In the Know, Unveiling the Greatness in You. And now it is time for the gospel truth. What does that mean in this world of In the Know? That means we're going to talk about a hot topic tonight. And the topic tonight is, where is media going? We have a new sheriff in town. Not really new, but new. Up and rising star in the world of media. I was talking to a media mogul today. He said media is needed. And it did something to me. I was like, I felt like that was Rhema. You know what I'm saying? So media is needed. I was talking to a media mogul today who owns a network, a very thriving network here in the city in Michigan. And he said media is needed. So there's no competition. We are here all to get the job done. So I want to talk to tonight. We're going to have real quick. We're going to talk to the owner and president of the One, WON.TV, none other than Prophet Blaine. Hey, Prophet.
Hello, Prophetess. How are you, woman of God?
Good, good. Why can't I see you?
Well, you can see
Oh, you're on the phone. Praise the Lord. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Good, good, good. I like that. Okay, you got me with that.
We're working out some way.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So just wanted to, let's talk a little bit about your journey. Let's talk about the One TV. I know I've been here almost a year doing my show In the Know, this show In the Know, and recently just became the VP, the vice president of the network, to come help build the network. So we just want to give our viewers a little information on the network and how did it start, how long it's been in existence, and what God is doing here at the One.
Well, yes, thank you, Prophetess. I really appreciate. First of all, thank you for letting me come on. I know you have a busy schedule and there's lots of people that can come on your show. But, you know, the One, for many people really just now starting to recognize the One TV as a television network. But really, as a whole, we've been around since 2014 when we started off as a radio station.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, you know, we really didn't have any money or funds or anything like that. But we just trusted God with the vision that He'd given us. And so we originally started off as a radio station. And funny enough, at that time, I was hotel living a lot just because of... I see somebody said, oh, my sound is low. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say
All
that.
right.
This is low in my ear.
Okay, is it better like that?
That is good.
Okay,
That's
wonderful.
Much better.
I'm so sorry, y'all. So, any case, this is what
That's
happens when
much
you do
better.
remote production. So, any case, we've been around since 2014. At that time, I was hotel living, and you know, I'd lost everything. But God had told me, in the midst of all that I needed to launch a television network, but to start off as a radio network. And so I was hotel hopping, and I didn't really have the equipment to do it. But I had this little computer that somebody had donated to me, and so because of the lack of money, I had to check in and out of hotels every day. But every day I would check into the hotel when I was able, and I would carry my computer upstairs and turn the radio station on. And so I was running a radio station out of a hotel room.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So when did God say, or when did you hear, or when did you get the idea? I'm sure it came from God, to actually turn it into where it will be more visual. Because I want to talk about the whole television versus internet real quick too. So, because we want to, okay, we'll get to that part. But when did you switch to say, hey, I want to do video?
So actually, God had given the vision for the television network first in 2013.
Oh, okay.
But because of where we were at the time, we just didn't have the funds or the money to launch a television network. You know, whether it's online or a cable network, it's just two different, different parts of television, but it's essentially the same thing when it comes to equipment.
Right.
With the exception of, having to set up licensing with some of the cable companies. But anyway, so the Lord said to start as an online radio station, and we did, and we launched in downtown Detroit in a tiny, tiny office. And but it was always our goal to get to television. And so in 2020, we were actually able to get the equipment finally to be able to do that.
Awesome. So 2020, you was able to get the equipment to do that. Now, when did it switch from worship radio? Wasn't it like worship radio or something like that?
Yeah, so we had actually two. It's so funny. So in 2015, when we started, I started this with my spiritual mother, Dr. Rhoda Bird.
Awesome.
And we started off as being Worship Center Radio.
Okay.
Which many people still like, oh, that was you? Yes, that was not me, it was us.
Okay.
And so she passed away, and the Lord said, because of stuff that was going on at that time, the Lord said, he told me to start again and trust him.
Wow.
And,
so you had to start all over?
All over.
Ooh.
Yes.
How did that work?
So in 26, we had reached over 1 million viewers already by the point in a year's period.
Stop it.
Oh, we did very, very well. And
Come on,
the Lord
Jesus.
told me he said, start again and just trust me. And so I officially resigned, even though I built it myself. I officially resigned from that network and told all the hosts that I was leaving, and they could stay or they could come with me. It was their choice. And we were able to launch a new radio network in 59 days.
So you launched a whole new radio network in 59 days.
I launched a brand new radio network in 59 days. That was with a brand new website, brand new streaming, brand new graphics, branding, everything. It was as though it was the same network, but just, duplicated.
Wow, amazing. 59 days, there's something about that number. I know somebody that did something like a major project in 59 days, and it's still up and running today. So something about that number, we need to look that up. What does that mean?
This one too. I actually
grace and gifts.
Yes.
5, grace, favor,
It's
9.
amazing. I really,
Gifts and
I was
mercy.
blown away myself. And there was another prophecy that came along with that where God said, well, I'll just go ahead and say it because it doesn't really matter who hear it. Because of everything that was going on, the Lord said about Worship Center Radio, he said this network will be defunct in 60 days, in less than 60 days. He actually said it just like that, less than 60 days.
Wow.
And, everybody thought I was emotional or whatever because my mother had died and, all that. But the night we launched, it was a Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. And as the lady was going live, the Lord said, how many days, count how many days it's been since Rhoda died. And I said, it's 59 days. And he said, well, how many days did I tell you it would be, and how many days did I tell you it would be before the other network would be defunct? And I said 60 days, and it was like
59 days.
Yeah, it was like 5 hours away from the 60-day mark.
Wow. Well, God don't like ugly, but that's a whole nother show. Lord help us. Okay. So Prophet, so what is going on with the one? The one. Now we're the one. We're the one.
We are the one.
The one. WON. So tell us a little bit about what the vision is for the one.
Okay, so this is another one of those things that was in the master blueprint that only I have. But it was always called One, which is short for Worship Online Network. This year it was just a little bit more, millennial-ish, if you want to call it that, and it became the One. Because it's just short than having to remember that other part.
Right.
But it's always been called that, and some people call it One TV. But any case,
right.
So
I like One TV.
the One is really like a Christian Netflix. It's a
Say
Christian.
that one more time for the people in the back.
The One is essentially like a Christian. It's not essentially. It is a Christian Netflix, and we're not the only one that has tried this. To do this, but we are going to succeed because we've already succeeded. And so the vision of us coming into this is not to outdo anybody per se. It's not to act like we're better than anybody. I just am because my Father says I am.
Right, that part.
I do this because he told me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so our goal is to present the gospel of Jesus Christ to all corners of the globe without it being religious, but without shifting God's standards.
Without compromising, right.
Without compromising.
Mm-hmm.
And so it looks different to many. A lot of religious nuts won't like it, and that's okay. I'm not here to necessarily service your religiosity. What I am here to do is to reach God's people, and
Through media.
Through media. And one of those goals is we need to be able to produce. If we don't want people to go watch junk on secular television, then give them something that they can watch that isn't junk. We can't.
But that's still entertaining, right?
Yeah, they can still be entertaining. We need to stop whining that people are watching that junk on television, and we're not giving them an alternative.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So, we can't keep getting upset that our children are watching certain things, but we as Christians and believers aren't producing stuff that's worthy of watching.
That's true.
Okay?
So true.
So, even as far as In the Know is concerned, we can't get mad that there's people like Wendy Williams that bash everybody every week, and we don't produce shows like In the Know that's uplifting and encouraging to God's people.
And they call me the Gospel Wendy Williams, so this is interesting.
So, yes, so that's the vision. We're a Christian Netflix. We're here to take ground. I'm here to take ground. I'm not trying to compete with anybody.
Absolutely not.
I'm just trying to do what God called me to do, and this is it.
Awesome. Y'all heard it right here first. The One, WON. Go ahead and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Get your subscription. We're streaming live on there now. You're watching us on Facebook. A lot of you are, but you can also watch us on The One. Go check it out. Go check it out. If you want to leave a feed on Facebook, go check that out. It's so fine. It's so fine. It's so fine. All right, we're going to come back with friendly advice next. And I have my friend all the way from Ohio, Coach Sharon Wilson, and we're going to be talking about, can women really work together? Let's go.
Hi, my name is Kay Reddy. I am the state broker at Fathom Realty, Michigan. As a professional, not only do I focus on selling homes, but I create an unforgettable experience for my clients. Have you considered selling your home? Here is why now is the perfect time to do so. The market is at an all-time high, and your home may be worth more than you believe. But it doesn't stop there. You may be an investor or considering purchasing a home. Give me a call today for your free home evaluation. I can handle all of your real estate needs.
By golly. Welcome back. My next guest for friendly advice is from Indianapolis, Indiana. Let me get that together. I don't know why I always think Indiana and Ohio are the same place. Y'all pray for me. I am well up in age. No, there is a difference. So let's welcome to the show Coach Sharon Wilson from Indianapolis, Indiana. Up in the Is she there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, 1 second. He's trying to get your video up. So as we are getting video, don't we just love live? That's how it happens. So as soon as I can hear her, but we can't see her, but we definitely got to see this beautiful woman of God. She will be right up in a second. But in the meantime, Coach Sharon is definitely someone I met this year on a beautiful app called Clubhouse. Y'all often hear me talk about Clubhouse because I've met some amazing people on there. And Coach Sharon is one of them. She hails from the great state of Indianapolis, Indiana, but she just really don't understand that I see her moving to another state, and I hope she can hear that, and I hope she understands.
Wow.
That she definitely is not, that's not where she's going to reside forever. But that whole prophetic always tries to creep in. Will we let the Lord use us
Let it,
as
let
He
it.
sees fit? But she's a coach, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And what I love about her spirit is she's humble, but she's definitely an alpha female where she demands and she sets a tone when she presents in the room. And she's what we call her the prophetic writer. We are both in the room on Clubhouse called Declare the Morning Win the Day. There that beautiful face is. Declare the Morning Win the Day. And I don't know exactly how we got connected on Clubhouse, but I know I had pinged her in this room a few times. She came on in and she could tell you the rest is history. We're here. Hi, Coach Sharon.
Hey, good evening. How are you? I'm so excited to be on the show.
I'm so excited to have you on. You look amazing. Prophet, I can barely hear, so I hope the audience can hear in the feed. What you say? Okay, thank you. So Coach Sharon, so we are going to talk about, well, first of all, introduce yourself to our audience. A lot of people may know you just from, from Clubhouse, but the people may not know you. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, what you do. Then we'll get into the
Okay.
story. There we go.
Of
That's
course,
much
like
better.
Prophetess Chantel says, my name is Coach Sharon Wilson. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm owner and operator of Milestone Community Impact, which is incorporated, which is a 501c3. I am a internationally certified coach, trainer, and speaker through the John C. Maxwell program. I've been coaching for about 9 years, internationally certified for 7. Um, I'm just a servant of God. Hey, I'm here
Yes.
to do what we do, what we are called to do.
Awesome. But honey, before we leave, you're gonna have to give us something.
Okay.
I hope you got your book or you got something God gonna download right now.
We'll
Oh
make it
my,
make sense.
we'll make it make sense. I love it. So milestone moments is definitely something you want to hear. What's your web? We want to put your website up before we leave. If you can give me that website, text it to me if you have a chance, or you can say it so Prophet can
Okay.
put it up on the screen. I would love for people to go share in those milestone moments. They are awesome. But we're here to talk about today women working together. We want to debunk that myth that women can't work together. Uh, we've heard if you're watching, if you're a woman or a man, that women could be catty. I've heard women say this. I never really had the whole not work because I'm that all let's everybody get along person. Not saying that I'm perfect, but I be like, why we all can't get along? You cute, I'm cute, we cute together because we don't hang out with ugly people.
That part. That part.
Right, and we don't, and if you are broke and if you have five, what they say, you have 5 broke people in the bunch, you will be the 6th one. So we already know not to hang out with 5 broke people. So I like to say, if I'm the smartest person if you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to get some more friends.
You in the wrong room.
You in the wrong room. So
That's right.
what has been your experience? I know we've had some conversations and you've had some experiences where you have not been accepted by many when it comes to this particular subject. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. You know, as women, we feel like we're already under the gun for we feel like we have to prove ourselves. So we feel like we
Yes.
have to step on each other to do it, and then we hold some women. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say we because I
Right.
don't.
Some. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We hold a lot of insecurities that were placed in us by men and by
True.
others because we feel like we have to outdo each other to shine instead of taking care of each other and working together and shining brighter.
Right.
So I've come from, like you said, we've been there, done that. We work with people that they were okay as long as we are all flocking in a chicken coop, everybody in their chicken except for
Right.
you the eagle. I'm the eagle.
Come
But then
on.
when you realize you the eagle and you spread your wings and you start to soar, these chickens got a problem.
Yes.
And so
Come on.
my thing is I believe that women can be beneficial to one another and powerful allies for one another if we just believe in
Yes.
help each other, support each other. I believe that when you win, we all win. I believe
Yes.
that when you have vision and goals and projects that you're working on, hey, uh, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna celebrate you in doing it. I'm gonna assist you in doing it if you ask me to. But guess what? we never put our mouth on each other. And when we
That part.
uplift each other, we're uplifting us all because we're
Yes.
better together.
Yes, then apart. And one thing I love what you said is that when women work together, it literally shifts. You know, it shifts things.
Yes.
And I love. Was it Beyonce? One of them said, "Who rules the world? Girls. We
That's
rule the
right.
world. Men can't get here without us. Am I right or wrong?"
That's right. I always tell people,
So we gotta stick together.
yeah,
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
I always
Go ahead,
say
Coach.
in my coaching, I tell everybody, God saved the best for last. Yeah, and He created the woman
I
last. And I
love
said, but
it.
ever since then, He blessed woman to produce man. So He
Mm.
saved the best. We are the gift that keeps on giving.
Come
You know that? You
on,
know what I'm saying?
somebody.
So
Say
we
that
are the most
again.
powerful beings, I believe. That's my opinion.
I mean, I love that. You said we are, somebody type that in. We are the gift that keep on giving. I love it. We are
Yes,
the
we
gift
are.
that keep on giving. I
Me-
love
Hey,
that. Coach Sharon, so with that being said, another a post I've seen before, like when you see a woman down, fix her crown. You see her crown leaning to the side, fix it. Don't talk about it. What would you say to that woman that may be watching? I've heard women even say, "I don't deal with women because I only deal with men because women are too catty and women are they can't work together." So that grieves me when someone says that because I'm just like, why can't we work together? So what do you think is
me
the
too.
solution to that?
I believe in the approach that I take to that one. Maybe her crown is shifted or is fallen because yet she's fallen inside. We should always make each other look real good. I mean, I am my sister's keeper, but what
Yes.
am I keeping? Am I
Ooh,
keeping her from the light, or am I keeping her
come
in the
on.
light? You know what I mean? Am I
Yes.
getting in her way, or am I really holding her up? So sometimes
Wow,
when that
that's
crown needs
good.
to be fixed, sometimes you just need to take it off and put yours on hers until it's your time to shine.
Girl, you just said a whole mouthful. Cause that's the issue. Many women, thank you for those facts. Sometimes many women don't want to see each other shine. So like, oh,
That's
she
right.
like that upstage. I call it upstaging more. I took acting in high school, and they taught us not to upstage one another when we were in acting. But in life, in this game of life or this journey of life, we should not upstage one another either. We should not upstage. If you are having an event and I'm up here trying to sell all my stuff at your event, that's disrespectful. Unless I'm getting permission from you and you gave me that permission. And that's just a random example. I'm just saying, but I've seen that done. Like, and so when as women, I believe that we can work together. Come, somebody type it in the comments. Women, we can work together. We
Yes,
are
we
here to
can.
debunk that myth that women can't work together, that it's catty, we trying to go against one another. I have a lot of sister friends. I want to do a girls trip. We should just do a girls trip, Coach Sharon.
Let's
My
do it.
guest Sherry, we all should just go on the girls trip and just go and hang out because sometimes we need that outlet just to, even if we have to cry with one another, and heal together. It's just better because women, we go through a lot enough without help, offending or doing things to make each other feel less than. We're here to
Mhm.
build our sisters up, especially here on In the Know. And Chantel Michelle, that's exactly what I love to do. And if I have an issue with one of my sisters, I go to her, not
That's
to
right.
everybody else. So let's talk about that. If you have an issue with someone, and maybe you feel offended or something, what should you do?
I believe you should always go to that individual. You pray about it, ask God how to deliver it, and remove yourself from it. But know that you are the one with the issue. Make sure you go to
True.
that individual, talk to them, pray for them before you go to them. Pray for
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Make sure you check you, because in every situation, whether you're wrong, right, or it's indifferent about anything, you got to own your part in it.
Right.
Whether and so as a leader, I would say, you know what, sometimes taking the high road is the low road. Sometimes it's just going that you don't know what that person's going through
True.
that day. So you pray for them, go to them, let them know, hey, when you said this, or when you did this, or that you didn't say or do this,
Mm-hmm.
it made me feel this way, but I know that's not you. I
Right.
know this is not your intention. I know this. I mean, just take the burden off of them, but go
That's
to them in a loving,
good.
way, and just to see how the outcome is. If it turns tragic, chaotic,
You did your
then
part.
guess what? You digress. You did your
Yes.
part. Let them
Yeah.
know you love them, and I'm praying for you. And guess what? If you need anything, even if you don't mean it, if you need anything, call me.
Right.
Let me know.
Right.
But I believe in you.
Right.
And this is not what we're supposed to do.
That's good. Wow. What? So, ladies, listen. If you have these types of issues, we're here. Our advice to you today is that you can work with one another as women. You also, if you have a sister friend or a frenemy, some of y'all got frenemies around here. You can actually go to them and
It's my
get
favorite
that,
word.
Right, your favorite word. Get that thing
I always say
together.
friend me. I pray for
Frenemy.
my family, friends, frenemies,
All
co-workers,
of that.
partners.
All that.
All that.
All that. So, Coach Sharon,
Chantel, can I say one more thing
Yes, no, go
on
ahead.
that?
Absolutely.
This is just one of the milestone moments that I wrote today, just to
Okay,
put in. I
awesome.
said,
Yes. Please.
whatever God allowed was not designed to destroy you, but develop you. So whatever's going on, it doesn't even have to be if someone is biting at you or being catty or jealous of you or feel like that you're a threat. It ain't 99% of the time. It ain't even you, it's them. The issue is you, meaning yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Can you please do that one for us? Can you read the whole thing?
I just wrote that little bit, but I will
you
read
just wrote
you
that little
something.
bit. Oh, can you read us
Yes.
something, please? Oh, thank you. That was a little bit because you gave us a teaser. Okay, so real quick, let me preface it. Let me set it up. So y'all, we finished with y'all advice. Women work together, get it together. Let's all get it together. We better together. Teamwork makes the dream work. All of that. But in the meantime, between time, I want y'all to hear my girl. I set her up. So Coach Sharon has, we call her the prophetic writer, and God gives her these profound writings. And I want her to share with us today. Y'all follow her on social media, Sharon Wilson. Is it Coach on your on the Coach? Is it Coach Sharon?
It's Sharon Wilson.
Sharon Wilson on Facebook, Sharon Wilson on Instagram, and you definitely want to go to her website. What's your website?
It's milestonelife.org.
milestonelife.org. milestonelife.org. So you can get these prophetic writings. They're so profound. So I'm excited. Yay, Hercules. All right, so she's going to share something. I put her on the spot, so let her get her stuff together. But as she do, please continue to share, tag, and invite. Once again, this is friendly advice, and we just talked about women working together. We debunked that myth. We debunked that. We buried that. We are working together, and we are better together. So, Coach Sharon, whenever you're ready.
Okay, let me pick which one I want to go. You did put me on the spot, but guess what? We gonna light this spot up.
Yes, I love it. And once again, Coach Sharon is from Indianapolis, Indiana. And Coach Sharon, I did see a transition in states for you. So, amen.
I'm gonna receive that.
Amen. Oh, that would be awesome. Like an Ivana.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll read this. I wrote this one in February. So
Okay.
I just want to say I love you. I want you to know I count it a supreme honor to be connected to you. Listen, let me tell you something. There's nothing you can't do. You are a supreme being with the attributes of Christ and the image of beauty. You have been redeemed from the curse of the law, and the unmerited favor of God is on your life. You are a force to be reckoned with, a chosen vessel adorned with beauty, strength, and wisdom. You are blessed, successful, and a precious commodity. You are God's most creative, loving, compassionate, genuine, authoritative gift. You are God's last creation intended to be first in life. You are the gift that keeps on giving. Take your stand and rise up to be. Let's do this together. This has been your milestone moment.
Woo! Can we get the hand claps? I'm fired. You fired. You was fired, Prophet Blaine. You fired. He the president to you. I'm firing him. Oh
Don't fire
my
president.
God. I know I'm not gonna fire him. Oh my God. Congratulations. That is milestone moments. That was perfect. And I felt like you were talking to all the women who are watching tonight, and those men too, men, women,
Yes.
boys, and girls, especially because we were talking about women. I'm going to say, when you were talking to us, we are the gift that keep on giving. Coach Sharon Wilson, y'all, giving her one more hand tonight. Thank you so much. All right, so we definitely got to have you on. We'll have you on soon too as a guest. So I'm looking forward to that. And you go and you continue to be great. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us with our friendly advice. And we truly appreciate your presence and your gift to the world. God bless you. Y'all go ahead and follow Coach Sharon on Instagram. Follow her on Facebook, and also go to milestonelife.org. Milestonelife.org. So right after this, like literally after the stinger, we coming back with Sherry Travis Harden. We're going to talk about this month. As y'all can see, I have my pen on here. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to talk to her. She has a powerful story of healing from breast cancer. So I want you all to stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to In the Know. That was a quick break because I want to make sure we have enough time and we don't lose y'all tonight. I'm not in like a negative way, but some of y'all might be sleepy. It's Monday. It's a great day. I said it's Monday. Everybody say Friday. It's Monday. Yay! Oh! All right. So tonight, I am privileged and honored to have with me as a guest Sherry. Her real name, well, her whole name, because that's her real name. Her whole name, I don't want to mess it up, but he gonna put it on the screen. But I'm calling her Sherry tonight. Travis Harden. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. You are so funny. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I am, this month being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and God had spoke to me, and then my assistant, she was saying, you should do something, to commemorate breast cancer awareness. I said, awesome. I said, well, I wonder who, and God said, duh. I get duh moments. Sometimes he was like, duh. Call Sherry. Okay. And, inbox you because I ain't have your number. Right. But inbox you, which I did. So here we are, and I am so excited to have you on to share your testimony. Just say hi to the viewers. Tell them who you are.
I'm Sherry Travis Harden. Yes. They call me Sherry for short.
Awesome.
And I'm glad that you called me or inboxed me to come in, because it's a story that people need to hear.
Yes.
And I say it all the time, even with men,
yes.
Go get checked.
Yes.
I met so many young people in the last couple of years, 16, 14-year-olds with breast cancer.
Stop it,
Seriously.
Sherry. Wow.
And I had took on a little sister. She was 18.
Wow.
She had breast cancer before I did. And then when I got it, she was helping me. And I lost her a couple of years ago. And
she ended up passing.
She ended up passing. And I just been telling everybody, my family, my friends, the people come like, you never looked like you was sick. I said, because I had to keep pushing. I had to keep pushing because I wanted to live.
Well, let's go back. Go back. So you living life and you doing what you do, being beautiful, traveling. I always see you traveling.
Yes.
You got your husband, Sean. I don't know how you keep up with that one right there. He is that's a fireball.
Yes, he is. But he don't travel with me.
He don't travel.
No, he wants that quiet, that Detroit Mass quiet.
Right.
So I leave him with Detroit Mass, and I go with my cousins. So
Right. Shout out to Sean Harden. And then you have your son, and so you're living life. You have your family, your brother. I know your brother Marvin.
Yes.
And wait, Donald's your brother
Donald
too. Yeah.
And Marcus, yep. My three brothers, and Tawanis with their minister.
Antoine is your cousin.
Yeah.
Such a small world.
Yeah.
So you're living life, and what happened? Did you find a lump? What was the diagnosis? Did you go to get a mammogram?
No.
Did you get sick? What was it?
I was 49? 48, sorry.
Girl, y'all black don't crack. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I'm 55. Just turned
Girl,
55.
stop it.
Yes.
You look.
Yes.
Can I get a hand clap? You fired. You fired. You is fired, Prophet. I'm firing you. Y'all clap y'all hands. You is 55. Come on the third.
Yeah.
Happy belated
Some
birthday.
days I feel it, okay? But, God is good.
Yes. So
what
49 years
was,
old.
No, I was 48.
48.
What
okay.
happened was I was, I took care of my mom.
Okay.
My dad, they passed in 08, 4 months apart.
Right.
Then I had to take care of my grandmother.
Wow.
She ended up passing a few years later when she was 95.
Oh, she lived up.
Then I take care of my uncle. He had dementia. So I was taking care.
You was a caretaker.
I was doing a lot, working, taking care of home. Never took care of me.
Got you.
This particular night, I was getting ready for work. No, sorry. Getting ready for bed.
Okay.
And I just bent over to take my shoe off, and then this knot just fell out my chest. No pain, didn't hurt, no nothing. I just, like I said, when I was doing so much, I really wasn't taking care of me.
Right.
I don't even know if I was in pain. I don't know nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was doing everything, doing so much. But this night that I was getting ready for bed, and it came. So when I touched it, it fell back in. It just felt cold. Still no pain, but just cold. But it was weird, you know. Never seen this. You know, I just didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So anyway, Sean was there. He was like, "No, we had to go to the doctor to see about what's going on."
Right.
Did what I had to do with the doctors. They was pushing, rushing me, and I'm sitting there like, "Okay, what's going on?"
Yeah.
So after I did the tests and everything, my dad was at work, and I got a phone call from Beaumont. And I'm like, "Miss Travis, we need you to come in because Dr. such and such wants like to speak with you." And I said, "No, tell me whatever it is over the phone."
Right.
And they ended up telling me, "Yes, you have breast cancer in your left breast."
Wow.
So I said, "Well, how far is it? Am I going to die today? What's going to go?" Because when you mention cancer, that's the first thing in your head, I'm about to die.
Right.
You know, because I had a bad experience. I lost my mom with ovarian cancer. I lost three of my aunts with breast cancer.
Wow.
They were never, just cancer on both sides of the family. So I just sat there and I screamed. I just screamed and like, "No, not me, not me." You know, and ended up calling my family, my brothers and my husband and children, let them know what was going on. They were like, "Well, just do what the doctor said, you're going to be okay." And so this particular weekend, Marvin, my brother, called me. He said, "I just got you talking to Prophet Apostle your
Jackson.
dad, Jackson."
I remember this.
And I'm like, "Okay." He said, "We're going to have a special prayer for you."
Right.
And it was on the Sabbath.
Yep.
And I got prepared, and I had went, and that was an experience I had never experienced before, I promise you.
I remember when you came.
And your mom, I mean, she just touched me from head to toe. It's like,
whatever
it was just like something was pulling,
shocked.
you know?
Yes.
And I went home and I told Sean, I said, "I don't know, I know it's a power of prayer." I said, "But this is something I just never felt before."
My God.
And went through my chemo, my 6 months. And
what stage was it, though?
I was stage 3.
Stage 3.
Stage 3B.
They have numbers and letters.
And I had the HER2 breast cancer.
What does that
mean? Which
is
actually, it was it was very
aggressive.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Like I said, they did the chemo right away. Did it for 6 months. When I first went in, it was the size of a cantaloupe.
Wow.
And then after your dad
prayed,
man.
I remember that. It was powerful.
It was the size of a dime.
My God.
And the doctor, so they removed the breast and everything. And when they came back, maybe a few months later, they were like, if I knew that it was going to be gone that way, I wouldn't even give you surgery.
Wow.
That's what they told me. They would never give me surgery.
Wow.
But I still take the other side and, you know, and I had a plastic surgeon. "I give you a Coca-Cola bottle, Sherry." I went back. "You said, what happened?" I started eating. That's when you go through that chemo, that cancer, you don't want to eat. But after all that was over, I got the good news.
You healthy, honey.
Man,
you look great.
I got to eat.
You look amazing.
Yes,
so mentally, tell me mentally, what, I know you said you screamed when you got the diagnosis.
I screamed because I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, at the time, I was.
But you never looked it. Sherry, I would see you on social media. You did not ever look sick or anything. And not that you would just be on there like, "I'm sick," but, you know, saying you sick. But even just seeing you, even when you came to the church to get prayer, I remember that Saturday, you didn't, because I've seen cancer and I've seen how
You just don't know. I'm going to tell you another. What happened was I'd seen so much with my mother.
Yeah.
My mother, like I said, she had ovarian cancer. Jesus. My mother's supposed to be in hospice in February. Her birthday was March 15th. My father went and bought, it was 2008, went and bought her a brand new truck. for her birthday.
Wow.
She drove it to the doctor. Didn't miss a beat at church. My father ended up passing that May. She still kept pushing. And I'm like, Mom, you have to say, she said, no, I'm going to keep pushing until God said enough is enough.
Right.
And she set up house very well. She took her apartment, got rid of it, divided things with her children.
Wow.
Moved home with her mama.
Wow.
Sat to church with a pastor.
Wow.
After everything was taken care of, she was out of here.
But she probably missed her
She
dad
left
too.
here like a champ. She did. She
Yeah.
did, but she left here like a champ. And I said, God, if it's your will, let it be done. I want to be done like my mom.
Yeah. You don't want
But
to be.
I didn't want, I'm serious. And I took care of home. I took care of my business, what I had to do. Because, first thing the doctor would tell you, we open you up, you're not going to live. 2017, she might not be here if I had the surgery. I had the surgery. Was 2000.
Come on, 21.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
God,
21.
to God be the glory.
I had
You look
7
amazing.
doctors. Out of 7 doctors, only 2 of them took me and took care of what I needed to be done.
Right.
Because they didn't want to touch it. It didn't have to do so much with insurance. They just didn't want to be bothered as far as, oh, she's on stage 4. It's no hope.
They're just saying there's no hope.
There's no hope.
But God.
This doctor, Dr. Bongers, I
Okay.
can't tell you. She came and she told me and my husband, she said, she gonna die, but she ain't gonna die with breast cancer.
Come on.
Not in my care.
Ooh.
I said, I want her.
Right.
I'm serious. And to this day.
Wow.
To this day. I mean, she just, you're good. She the one said, if I know this, I wouldn't have gave you surgery. I wouldn't have took your whole breast.
So what would you say to somebody that's watching that may be dealing with breast cancer, or they've survived, and even the fear of it coming back? Does any of that happen in the process?
Fear with me?
I mean,
coming?
yeah.
Well,
that you fear it, but what do they say statistically? Does it come back? Does it? I mean, I know you said they're removed, right? And so, how does that work?
Well, still, if they remove, they still, my doctors.
So you still have to go.
Most definitely. I go to the doctor at least 3 times a month, with it, and I get the injections and stuff, the B12.
Yeah.
Because my immune system stays low.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
I'm still on medicine, so
Gotcha.
it ain't just completely that I'm just gone, but I'm better. I'm cancer free. But to prevent it, you still have to do certain things.
Right.
And the eating.
Right. I think that's with anything.
That's with anybody. Yes,
we
as
all
well.
need to, put better things in our body, because, I mean, we don't even know where that comes from. It's like, where does it, they say it's hereditary, and they say it's in the water. They say because it's all kind of, we don't really know.
I don't know where it comes from, but like I said, I met so many people.
You said 14 years old?
14, 16-year-olds, 18-year-old men, boys that I met. Yes, I met.
So did y'all hear that? Men could
get checked.
Go get checked.
I'm serious.
So that's what you're saying tonight.
And
go
don't
get
wait.
checked and
They
don't
always
wait.
tell you wait till you're
my
40.
mammogram is on December. So I have one because they say after a certain, 40, I think 40.
I tell my friend, I told my daughter, go. She did. She's
well,
36,
yeah, you
but
said,
she
you did say,
don't wait till you're
8,
40.
14, yeah.
Don't do it. Do
I
it
gotta talk
early.
to my daughter.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And do your self-examine as well at home.
Yeah.
And just to keep check. But if you don't know how to do it, ask somebody. Call
you're going to have to show me, because
Yeah.
it's not too hard on me, because I don't have a lot
You're right.
to try to pet.
Yeah.
I gotta push her. Well, that's too much information. But
I'll
I'm saying,
show you later, but
you can
yeah.
show me. Because I do the underarms and all of that. I think I kind of looked at that, and then my doctor had showed me one time, but just to make sure, and then some people just scared to go. But you talk to our viewers and encourage them. You can look at what camera profit.
I was the one that was scared, because my grandmother would tell me when I take her to get her mammogram. Old people is a little funny,
right?
Especially my grandmother. She like when they would smash
it
and be across the room, and I'm thinking in my head,
right,
it's really long.
Right. No, you're fine. You're fine.
And I was like scared to go do it.
Just hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah, put it right back there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Put it
y'all.
upside right. No, you're fine. Put it upside. I'll help you. No, you're fine. Keep talking. This is still.
Yeah. So I was one of the scary ones. That's why I never went. But like I said,
There you go.
after I was just taking care of my family and doing everything, I I didn't focus
on
on
yourself.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's most women. That's what we do. It's because we are the nurturers. God created us that way, but we gotta take care of ourselves.
We have to.
So, Prophet, are you there? Hello. I'm trying to see what camera Sherry needs to look in so she can talk to our viewers. Okay, so Sherry, talk to those who may be watching, who may be dealing or scared to go to the doctor. What is your advice to them?
My advice, like I say, just pick a day and just go and get it done. It's better to know to not to know when it's too late. Just do it. If something is there, it can be early and be prevented. Because they say you have breast cancer, don't mean you're gonna die. Because that's not true.
Say that again.
I have people in my circle that's been breast cancer free for over 20 and 30 years.
Praise God.
So, and they have the medicine now that is really people are surviving.
Wow.
Living, with this, with the breast cancer. So my advice is just go and get it done and over it, get the test, and it's better to know to not to know.
Awesome.
And I wish I was one of them to check earlier.
But you, honey, you are an inspiration. Like your whole story, and I didn't realize that was what year again?
2017.
17, and that time showed us flying. You look amazing, and God is good, and God is a healer, honey.
Yes,
God is a healer. So we thank God for healing you, and you also, it sounds like you're an advocate now for breast cancer awareness or breast care as well.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what you do now when it comes to, the awareness of getting your checkups and stuff like that. What is your mission? Do you have anything you want to do?
Well, actually, like I said, I do speak with some people, and I have spoken to some churches. I was invited out to different churches around October, around this time, to speak with them.
Awesome.
Let them know what I had to do, what type of medicine I was taking, and what to do to prevent it.
Okay.
Prevent it is going to get checked. That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because cancer going to come with a come. So there's nothing you can do about that. But just go get checked yearly.
Checked. Yeah.
And that's all I can tell you.
And not necessarily wait until you're 40 to that age when
do
they say.
Do not wait till you're 40 because they will tell you that. But no. Do it now.
And you said men can get it too.
Men has it.
Men has it. Now that I learned today.
Yeah.
Wow.
I met a few of them, young men and older men.
Wow.
That
That's breast cancer. Well, y'all heard it here. Give it up for Sherry Travis Hart, and God is a healer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes,
wow. Can we get some hand claps, Prophet Blaine?
I'm going to clap for myself.
Come on, me too. We gonna clap. God bless America. All right, we love you. Thank you.
Love you more.
Thank you. So you all go get checked. Let me make sure people listen. Y'all hear me and hear me now. Go get checked. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Although we do believe, a lot of times when believers, God is a healer, but he also sent the doctors here. They're practicing, but God has given them the wisdom to treat and also to diagnose. And we don't have to believe the report of the Lord. It sounds like, Sherry, it was an initial shock because we're human. But at the end of the day, you knew God was going to heal you. Yeah. So and here we are, and you're doing great.
I kept the faith.
But you
for
kept
sure.
the faith. Put it back on both of us, please. And I see you writing a book. Yeah, I see you writing a book.
I started it.
You started it.
I started it 3 years ago.
So God said, let me tell you what God is saying. God said the book has to be out in the next year.
Wow.
So God said, do not put that to the side because that book is going to be a bestseller. It's going to be a blessing to many around the world, says the Lord. God said, because there's even a call in your life, even concerning ministry, that God said he has not forgotten about. And that's the reason why you literally could not leave here before that call. You could not go to the grave with that call of God on your life that you have, even to speak, and not necessarily be behind a pulpit, says the Lord, but to be I see you literally on platforms speaking. And I even see you writing like there's something God's going to do even in the realm of politics, where you will be able to, there will be a law put in place concerning this very awareness of breast cancer. I don't know what kind of, this is what I'm seeing, like a law. I don't know if it's something that will, to help women, or like a bill or something that would help women who don't have maybe the means to go, or men too, now that you're saying men get it, to have the means. Thank you, Father. He just told me it's a 501c3. A 501c3 where God will begin to give you the avenues and the resources to do to open your own 501c3 when it comes to this, because God said this was not just for you to say just to sit and do this little pity patting with it. And also God said it's on a bigger scale, and God said get the book out, begin to inquire about who can help you publish it, who, if you need help writing, God's going to begin to put those things together. And God said He has left you. You are here to make impact, says the Lord.
Wow. Bless you.
Amen. So, let's help Sherry Travis Harden. Give it up for her one more time. We'll be right back. You're welcome. Thank you again for coming on. We'll be right back with the mayor-elect, Kiwana Brown. So stay tuned after these messages. Don't y'all go nowhere. We got a longer show tonight. We're going to be right back with the mayor.
Lifestyle choices, and the environment can throw this balance off, but there's something that can help. Plexus Triplex is the supercharged boost your gut needs to reduce unwanted microbes and increase beneficial microbes for a balance that works in your favor. With this comprehensive system, you'll support your gut in 3 ways. Just like a garden, when you weed, seed, and feed your gut, better health blossoms from within. BioCleanse helps to weed the gut by reducing unwanted microbes and supporting your body's natural cleansing processes. ProBio 5 helps weed out unwanted intestinal yeast and seeds your gut with healthy probiotics. And Slim Microbiome Activating feeds these probiotics the prebiotics they need to thrive. Slim also helps support healthy glucose metabolism and offers targeted weight loss support with Slim Hunger Control. Shift the balance back in your favor and thrive. With scientifically backed ingredients and countless benefits, Triplex is the smartest choice you can make for your gut, your health, and to thrive. Health and happiness. It's a gut feeling.
Hi, my name is Kay Reddy. I am the state broker at Fathom Realty, Michigan. As a professional, not only do I focus on selling homes, but I create an unforgettable experience for my clients. Have you considered selling your home? Here is why now is the perfect time to do so. The market is at an all-time high, and your home may be worth more than you believe. But it doesn't stop there. You may be an investor or considering purchasing a home. Give me a call today for your free home evaluation. I can handle all of your real estate needs.
Shop Royal Bling, where everyone feels royal. You can find the latest in bling merchandise at royalblingshop.com. You will find Boss Lady, Man of War, I Am King, Closing Deals with Heels, Faith Over Fear, and all of your designer masks and much, much more. Make sure you go to royalblingshop.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to In the Know. I hope you all have been enjoying the show. This is your host, Chantel Michelle, and we are so excited once again to have so many great segments today. We had the Gospel Truth with Prophet Blaine. He talked about the One TV and what we're doing here with the One. Also, you saw Coach Sharon come and talk to us with talking about debunking the myth and that old saying. Everybody want to take on what the world says. We as believers, we don't do that. We can't work together as women. We are better together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Also, we talked to Sharia Travis Harden, and she gave us her awesome testimony of how God healed her from breast cancer, and she is cancer free. And this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah. So right now, I am so excited. This was an impromptu. Like I saw her on another interview this morning. And I was like, could you please come back tonight, and so we can interview you too, because Kiwana Brown, a pastor, woman of God, is running for mayor of Detroit. So this really intrigued me. So welcome to In the Know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I know
you
are no problem. I know you're out campaigning and you're doing. This is like the less than a week from today. We will be. Well, I don't live in Detroit, but I'm finding everybody that I can. If you live in Detroit, I need you to tag everybody, share, invite. If you live in the city of Detroit, know somebody. I want you all to our future mayor-elect. Kiwana Brown, I am so glad to have you here, and I think it's so inspiring just to have you as a woman, not just a woman, but a woman of God, running for such a prestigious high seat in a big major city. So let's just kind of go back and tell the people who you are and what your background is, and then we'll come up to how you got to this decision to run for the mayor of Detroit. So welcome to the show once again, everybody. Kiwana Brown. All right. Am I saying your name right? Kiwana. It does have an A in it. Kiwana. Okay, I got it. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell our viewers who may not know who you are. I met you a few years ago with the Franklins. Tasha and Shenard Franklin that goes to my dad's church. And so, and then you told me a little bit too that you have a background at my dad's church, that you actually got saved there. That is amazing.
September 24th of 2000.
Shut up. 21 years ago.
Yeah, 21 years ago.
Wow. I must have been in the matrix because I don't remember. My dad remembers though. I talked to him today. He remembers, and he said you would join us. Also, I remember you coming to noonday prayer when we would have prayer at noon. So where did you grow up?
So I grew up in the city of Detroit.
You did? On the east side or the west side?
Yeah, born and raised. Well, you know what? I tell people that I lived both sides, everywhere.
Okay,
east side, west side, Brightmoor, right outside Hamtramck, but I lived on the east side the majority of my childhood years.
You were east sider.
East sider. And
now,
but now we're currently on the west side. And
so your mom, Hattie, Apostle Hattie, so she was east side. Was her church on the east side?
No, on the west side.
Oh, church was on the west side.
So we went, like I said, we were east, west, all over the place. But we spent a significant amount of our years on the east side, but then she ended up coming back west as well too. And so our church has been on the west side. We started in Southfield, but we've been on the west side for years.
Wow, wow. And I heard that woman of God was a great woman of God. I wish I could have met her. I've heard great things about your mom, so I'm sure she is looking down from heaven, rooting you on what God has you doing in this season. Any siblings?
I do. I have. So my mother, on my mother's side, is just me and my sister.
Okay.
Yep, and then I have some siblings on my father's side.
On your father's side. Okay, awesome. I know,
too.
Once again, they're really proud. Now, you're married.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Married.
Children?
Married with children. My husband is Pastor Timothy Brown. We co-pastor together.
You are
Transforming Lives Ministries International, which is in the great city of Detroit as well. We're on Finkel between Wyoming and Livernois.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So growing up in church.
Well, actually,
did you grow up in church?
I didn't grow up in church.
Oh, hold up, stop the boat. Let's talk about it. I like the backstory. So you didn't grow up in church.
We didn't grow up in church. So my mom went. So my mother, 2 days after she was born, her mother passed.
Wow.
Yeah, and so she was kind of shuffled around throughout her childhood years, and she ended up landing at one house, and they were avid churchgoers, and so Yeah, she spent a few years in church as a child, but
Right.
it wasn't something she just did. And so as an adult, she would kind of go. She knew to go when she, especially at hard times, she would show up, and so
Exactly.
she would go, but she wasn't consistently going. Sometimes she'll be a little consistent in others, and then she ended up getting saved. And so when she got saved, God came in and radically transformed her life.
I'm saying.
Yeah, and then some years later, I got saved, and He did the same thing for me as
you.
well. Yeah.
Wow.
And so we both, got on fire for the Lord and began to really serve the Lord. And so He transformed our lives. But no, we didn't come. I tell people we were heathen of heathens.
But
Growing up,
it's so amazing how God will transform your life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So now.
Yeah. I mean, my story is pretty unique. And as I was sharing earlier, so after I graduated from Persia High School. I started at Northern. Yeah, I went to Northern, and I graduated from Persia High School.
Wow.
And then 4 years after graduation, I found myself on the city's east side in the basement, light flashing before my eyes, body violently shaking, and I was literally at death's door.
Wow.
And was about to check out. I didn't know at that moment what was happening. I just remember all these nice, wonderful scenes, happy moments flashing. So literally what you see in the movies that happen in real life, And so all these happy moments were just flashing through my mind. And then, but my body was just like this violently shaking. I was thinking, what in the world is going on with me?
Did someone come save you, or did you end up wake up in the hospital?
The Lord. So
God.
I was on the ground, and I remember when my body was shaking. I was fighting it. I literally was fighting. I didn't know what I was fighting. I didn't know that I was fighting death.
Gotcha.
But I literally was fighting because I kept saying, what's going on with me? And I kept trying to resist myself from shaking like that. And then all of a sudden my eyes opened up. And my eyes opened up, the guy was over the wash tub throwing water on me, eyes bulging out of his head, throwing water on me. He had choked me, and he had choked me so long. That wasn't the first time, but this particular time he had choked me so long that I ended up passing out.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then when I got home, I kept thinking, what in the world happened? And that's when it finally hit me. I was about to die.
You was about to die.
Yeah, I was about to
Wow.
die. And so God said not so. He gave me another chance.
Yes.
I was 21 years old.
21,
and then
wow.
at 22, I got it mixed up on another broadcast, but at 22, that's when I ended up at church. The Grants. I know Yvonne Grant.
Yeah, oh my God,
that's my oldest son, grandmother. I know,
world.
right? Isn't it? But her son
Yeah.
would invite me to church, and he wasn't even a church goer like that, but that was
Right,
God using him to bring me.
Vincent?
No, not Marvin.
Marvin,
Yeah,
right,
Yeah,
Marvin,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
right.
And so I went and would visit, and then one day I was there, and the Lord began to just pull on me, and He drew me, and I got saved, and been serving Him ever since.
My God. So
Yeah.
here we are. You're
Yeah.
saved. You're sanctified. And you are saying, now I'm running from here. Not
Yeah.
that you just said you wanted, like
Yeah.
you woke up one day with like, I want to.
Yeah.
It had to be
Yeah.
something from God that you
Oh,
heard.
yeah,
Because I can't
absolutely.
imagine.
Absolutely, yeah.
This
I
is
tell
not
people
for
I
the
didn't just
weak at
wake
heart.
up. No, I didn't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I want to be mayor."
Of Detroit.
Right.
We ain't talking about
yeah.
like Lincoln Park,
I know.
Southfield, Latham Village.
Listen, I
We
was
talking
having a
about-
moment. I was sitting at home before I came back here, and I was just thinking about the responsibility, because it is a responsibility, and it's a weighty, heavy responsibility. I began to think about Detroit, and I began to think about everything that comes along with the Detroit, And but I know that I'm the woman for the job.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
and
Yes,
so
you are.
so
The people's mayor.
the people's mayor, absolutely.
The people's mayor.
Yeah, the people, because it's so much bigger, and the Lord had to show me. So I always, for about 15 years now, I've known I've been called to politics.
Okay, so
yeah.
you always know you've been
Yes,
called to
about
politics.
15 years. And
Oh,
I can't
wow.
remember. I think I might have received a prophetic word or something. I can't remember, but I have known for about 15 years that I would eventually go into politics one day, that I would go into government one day, shall I say.
Absolutely, I
And
believe
and just over the years, the Lord will bring that back to my remembrance. And so me and my family had left out of Detroit. I was out of Detroit for a while, and then the Lord in 2014 led us back.
Moved back.
And we were trying to stay in the suburbs, but
Right.
God wouldn't allow nothing to happen for us there. Every door that could shut for about 2 years.
Shut your mouth.
And He made it clear that Detroit was the place that we were supposed to be. And so
y'all moved your
yeah,
family back to Detroit.
moved back to Detroit.
From
And it
the
was funny
suburbs?
because we almost grudgingly came back, but I knew we were supposed to
saying.
be here.
Yeah.
And we showed back up in the city, and I knew at that moment, I said it has to do with city politics. I said it must be for city, because we had to be here. We had to be in the
Yeah,
city. I said it
absolutely.
must be for city politics. But because politics is not my background, I wasn't no big, I didn't, I just kind of left it there. I knew
But
one day it
you
would happen.
look like a judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you, y'all?
Yeah.
She look like she could judge some things.
Yeah.
Like she could put some bills, and
Yeah.
I would listen to you as the mayor of
Thank
Detroit.
you.
So let's talk about the journey to being mayor. How has it been? Have you been received? What is the feedback? Not that you care, because you know God called you.
Right.
And I just believe that you heard God and you moving forward in it.
That's
Because
it.
when I had first seen it, I was like, I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, is this real? not because I didn't believe. I was like, because I knew who you were.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I had seen it somewhere. Somebody had showed me one of your flyers, and I said, is this real? Like, is she really right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that is amazing.
Yeah. I remember when I first got in it, I talked to one of my in-laws who works for Michigan Chronicle, and he said, he said, are you really? He said, wait a minute. He said, is this just like kind of like a move you making?
That's what I
for
said.
political,
A market
right,
or a marketing.
Right, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he said, or are you really in it to win it? I said, I'm in it to win it. Absolutely.
For the women, too, for the women of God.
I said, I have, there's too much I can be doing right now versus doing
this.
This is a major responsibility. Everything that's come along with it. I mean, it's huge. It's a major sacrifice,
really huge.
the whole 9 yards. It really is. But amazingly, I have been received very well by the people of Detroit. Very, very well.
Awesome.
You know, you will have and it's funny because I remember when I first got in the race, a guy from Southfield wrote me a letter, and he sent it to my campaign address. And it had sat there for a little while before I had went and got it. And so when I read it, it blew my mind. But he began to speak to me about my candidacy. And I don't even know him, he was encouraging me in it. And he was reminding me how, just from a biblical standpoint, God shows you that a prophet is not honored in his own home, And so saying that, he reiterated it over and over again to let me know at the end of the day, don't worry about if people that you know don't receive you, because it's going to be the people you don't know. And so, I said, okay, he really encouraged me. And I will say this, a lot of people that I know have received me, but also I know it's some people that got some ideas, and that's okay. It's okay.
Because God called you.
That's it.
So if God has called you, I don't care what monkey junkie has. Have you had a chance to speak with the current mayor?
I haven't. No,
I haven't
had a chance to speak with him.
Does he, how does this work? How many candidates is on the ballot?
So right now for the general, I was actually on the ballot for the primary election.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was 10 of us on the ballot. It was 9 of us who challenged Duggan. And so I came in 4th place out of the 9 people. And
Shut your mouth.
Only the top 2, which was Duggan and Anthony Adams, go on to the general election.
Got you.
But what happened was, because I knew God had called me to, I said, Lord, okay, what's next? Because
wait, hold on, let's stop. I know we got. He's saying we got to go. This is so good.
Okay.
4th. What does that mean? So it was 9 of y'all.
It was 9 of us.
And you ended up. So it's 1, 2, 3.
3.
You were 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
Honey, that's honey.
And what's so amazing about it, the 3 that came ahead of me had history in background.
Come on.
A completely newcomer.
Rebecca Taba.
Yeah, a newcomer.
Ooh,
Anthony Adams was deputy mayor to Johnny Kilpatrick.
Right.
I mean, he has a very extensive political background. Tom Barrow had ran for mayor 5 times since the 90s. And is, a well-known businessman in the city. So again, it was history. They had even Maya, she has a political background. She even ran, and she's worked on some stuff at the White House and
if you want to say they have clout with the
I'm saying she's been absolutely, and she had got in the race before in 2000 and what is this 2017 for mayor before. So this was her second time pursuing it, and me, a newcomer, just coming in fresh off the block.
From a word from God. Come on.
And it was only and I only did it for I only ran my campaign for about 3 months. And didn't have any media coverage outside of the news and different things that would reach out to us. But I didn't have, now I'm releasing. So this week, up into the election, you'll be seen on cable, on radio, on social media, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. If you're watching right now and you are in the city of Detroit, if you're watching a replay, November 2nd, our sister here, Kiawana Brown, is a me in for the win. I love that. You have to write her in. When they write you in, they got to check it too.
Yeah, so you have to check it. So you're going to see candidate 1, candidate 2. Because when it goes to
address in Detroit,
when it goes to the general election, it's only the top 2. So you'll see candidate 1 and candidate 2 on the ballot. So that means right up under there's going to be a line with an oval, like I have on that flyer, and you literally have to write my name in. Kiawana Brown, and shade in that oval. You have to write me in for the win. You have to write me in for the win.
Write Kiawana Brown in for the win this
Absolutely.
Tuesday, November 2nd, coming up. The polls open at what time? Find out. Get registered.
Yeah.
Is it too late to register?
It's not. And I just say you hear so much. There's so much crazy stuff to go along with
At
this.
the polls.
Yeah, and we've heard even so. Somebody had said recently, when you have the absentee ballot, it's best to take it to the Secretary of State. This is what they're saying.
Okay.
But I would say even get down to the Department of Elections, which is right on West Grand Boulevard, and get that absentee ballot in, because they're saying with the mail, with the post office, with the way things are going.
Don't try to mail it.
Yeah, they say it's literally that those absentee ballots go out, they come right back in, they go out, they come back in, and they're not getting to where they need to go. There's all kinds of chaos, that comes along with that. So that's why we're really praying right now.
Pray.
Yeah, we're praying, and I know God gonna come through. Everything is about timing. So I asked the Lord before I got into the race too, because like I told somebody before, one thing I know for sure is this door is going to open up, and God is going to cause me to be. He's going to give me the city as mayor of the city of Detroit. And so the biggest thing was when, the timing. I kept saying, I said, okay, Lord, when is it now or is it later? Because I know that it's going to happen. And but He kept pushing me to go for it now, and so I know there's purpose in me being in it right now, and so I'm in it. Like I said, I'm in it to win it. I would make me go on, because after the primary election, I said, okay, Lord, what's next? What's the next move? Because I know you said this. So what do I do? How do I do it? And I was laying, because we had worked our butts off. I mean, we had worked, and so I was laying in my bed, and I got a call from a stranger. I think I was in the bed, and I got a call from a stranger, because I said I was going to take that day to rest, and from Flint. And she begged me we were on the phone for about an hour, and she encouraged me and even pleaded with me, don't give up, stay in the race. She said Detroit needs a female mayor.
You would be the first female mayor ever.
And she said, I'm telling you, sis, you can do it. She said, she actually was a campaign manager for another candidate. She said, I've been watching you from afar, and she said, you got what it takes. And she said, we need you. She said, when Detroit wins, we all win. This is from a woman in Flint. She said, we look to Detroit to win, because when they win, when you all win, we win. So we need you.
Real quick, before we go, you said the people's mayor, and you said building Detroit
building the city God's way.
Building the city God's way. Talk about that a little bit, because you might have people who she gonna turn it into a ministry, which we know not.
Right.
Explain that to the people that are watching. When you say building it God's way, what does that mean?
So simply put, I see for the city of Detroit, I see Detroit becoming a world-class city.
Yes.
A world-class city that will be globally known, because we are globally known, but not always for the good.
Right.
But I see us being globally known for the good and not for the bad.
Yes.
That we will literally be highly sought after for our wisdom and our expertise, that people will come from all over the world to see what we are doing in the city of Detroit, to have made such a drastic turnaround in such a short period of time.
In such a short period of time. So you are going, I love what you said earlier too. I heard you say that to righteousness is doing what's right.
Absolutely. So, but how do you build a world-class city? And that's where building it God's way. You got to build it God's way.
Yeah.
What is God's way? It's not turning the city into a church, but building it God's way. Absolutely. It's building a city that the policies, the laws, the systems are, that they're built upon fairness. They're built upon equity, upon justice, and upon righteousness.
Yes.
What is righteousness? Simply doing what's right. God has a passion and a heart for people. People is His main priority. And as public servants, they need to be our main priority. I mean, going around this city, I've literally heard people ask me, they've literally said to me, are you for the people? Now I said, do you see my shirt? I'm Kiawana Brown, the people's mayor. They say, are you for the people? Because we need leadership that's for the people. And that's what it's about, building it God's way. That's how you build a world-class city. You got to build it His way. And when you build it His way, you're going to make sure that everything is governed and set up with those righteousness, fairness, justice, equity. Because when you do it that way, not just certain people or certain interest group win, but we all win.
Wow. You know what I just saw as you were sitting here? I saw the polls. Normally they say Detroiters don't come out and vote. But I literally saw the polls being filled. So I just hear God saying, go, go, go. I hear the word go. I see it in big bold letters, go. Like everything you do for the next 7 days will be very integral to this race, says the Lord. And as you begin to go, as God leads you to go, and when you begin to speak, there's going to be like I see like people were sitting as zombies. They were sitting as zombies, like they didn't have anything, but it's like God's going to wake them up.
Yeah.
The scale's going to become
Yeah.
confident, and their ears going to be open to the
Yeah.
Spirit, says
Yeah.
God. And
Yeah.
as they begin to hear the Spirit of your voice and the
Yeah.
Spirit of God coming out of your voice,
Yeah.
and God's going to begin to send them
Yeah.
their souls to the
Yeah.
polls. That's what
That's
I'm
right.
hearing. Their
Yeah.
souls to the polls.
Absolutely.
And woman of God, I am so excited for you. What
thank
God is
you.
getting ready to do in your
Yeah.
life, and we praying, we
you.
support you. I
Thank
don't live in
you.
Detroit, but everybody that does.
That's right.
I know some people that do. Even
Yeah.
oh, thank you, Father. I got an idea. We're gonna even. I'm gonna talk to my friend. She
Okay.
has a property management company,
Okay.
and all the tenants. We're gonna send them. I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
her, can we send them an email? Just
Yeah.
say go to vote
Yeah.
write her in. We want to flood those polls on November 2nd,
That's right.
and make sure we get her written in and do the over. Show that again.
Yeah.
Show that again so they can see how it's going to
Yeah.
look on the ballot. And what would you say to those that are watching tonight about just being, just believing God and hearing God
Yeah.
and moving forward in what God has called you to do?
Yeah.
What would you encourage our viewers to? What would you say to them about?
Absolutely. Well, I want to conclude with this.
Yes.
Like I said, I didn't just wake up with the idea
Yes.
in mind, but I truly know that the Lord is leading me, and because He has a desire to save the city of Detroit and to
Yes.
heal our city. A lady had told me when she found that I was running for mayor, she said to me, she said Detroit needs a female mayor. She said because Detroit needs a hug. She said we've been beat down.
That's
You know,
powerful.
isn't that powerful? She
That's
said we've been
powerful.
beat down. We have been, I've dropped in the whole 9 yards. And she said Detroit needs a hug. I thought that was so
that
powerful.
is.
You know,
Detroit needs a
yeah,
hug.
Detroit needs a
Ooh, I
hug.
need
And
to
so
put that
I'm
on
telling
here.
you, we the people, we have the power to change the whole trajectory of our city, and it's by way of our vote. You know, a lot of times we don't get out and vote. The voter turnout for the primary was only 14%. We have over 500,000 registered voters, and only 70,000+ actually voted. That was a very low voter turnout. But I'm telling you, Detroit, it is time for a change. Listen, it's been done before. Let's do it again. When Duggan came in 2013, he was a write-in candidate, and he had the most votes as a write-in candidate. So listen, it's been
Wow.
done before. Let's do it again. And for me, like I tell people, it's Detroit for the win for me. It ain't about me, and it's so bigger than me.
It's so much
but it's
bigger.
about Detroit, positioning Detroit for Detroiters so that Detroit can win. It's our time. It's our time, Detroit, and it's our time to shine. And so that's what I'm here to do. I will be honored to serve you as mayor of the city of Detroit, and I will be honored if you vote for me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at Brown the People's Mayor. Again, Facebook and Instagram at Brown the People's Mayor. That's also my website as well. www.brownthepeoplesmayor.com.
Yes,
www.brownthepeoplesmayor.com. But check me out, follow, share the whole 9 yards. And listen, make sure you show up. Don't you just show up, but get about 5 of your friends and y'all show up and vote. Turn out this city on Election Day, November the 2nd. Make sure you cast your vote. And when you cast your vote, remember yours truly, Kiwanis Brown, the People's Mayor. Love you so much, Detroit. You have an awesome, awesome evening.
Wow, you heard it right here on In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you, woman of God.
you.
And one thing I'm reminded of before we hang up too, get off here tonight, a mentor of mine was talking about God's people taking over the 7 spheres of
Yeah,
influence.
Absolutely.
Media.
Yeah.
Government,
absolutely.
entertainment, all of that, all the 7 spheres. So this is what God, it's
Yeah.
the changing of the guards.
It is.
It's the changing of the
Absolutely.
guards.
It is.
So get ready for those who may think it might be somebody else. Kiwanis Brown for mayor. We'll see you next week at the polls. God
That's
bless
right.
you
God
all.
bless you all.
That is the end of the show. Thank you for coming
Thank you.
back.
Thank you
this
for
was
having
awesome.
me. Thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all vote. Once again, this has been In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you. We'll be back next week with another amazing show. See you next week. God bless.